Hey, welcome to this last segment of the video series where I'm going to go over my favorite ultras in the School Idol Festival All-Stars game. I already went through my favorite for Muse and my favorite for Aqua, so now we're going to go through the last group, Nijigaku, because Lil is not in it at the moment, but maybe I'll change in the future. My criteria is going to be the same as the other ones. It's, of course, going to be my biased opinion, which is going to be, usually based on looks, but I also try to look and see if I feel that is fitting for a character, because that sometimes changes how I feel about an outfit. But without further ado, let's jump to the first girl. First up, we have Kanata with Angel's Lullaby, this being her first festival card. This one, of course, having some elements of butterflies around here and angels, which, of course, goes really well with her solo song Butterfly, which we know that actually came way later than this outfit. But this outfit is just really sweet, and it really feels that kind of atmosphere, that kind of personality that Kanata has, which is kind of sleepy, being on the bed, but also being very kind and angelic. So I feel like this works very well for her, and this just looks really nice. The second outfit for Kanata we're going to be looking at is her party card, the Fluffy Good Nighttime. This one is definitely more fitting to the, sleepy aspect of Kanata, where she likes to be something comfortable, and this one looks very comfortable, and I think Kanata looks nice in it overall. So those are the two top choices for me in the game. Yes, there are other outfits that I do enjoy for Kanata, but these are definitely not ones that I really considered. But my favorite has got to be Angel's Lullaby. This card I unfortunately still don't have, but I just think this outfit fits so well for her. I think Kanata looks really angelic in it, and I just really like the purple, which really matches her color scheme, and I like the flowers in her hair. Honestly, overall, just a really nice outfit that I think she just looks very pretty in. And now we go to Mia, and it is Autumn Thanksgiving. And well, this is my favorite by default because she only has one ultra at the moment. So yeah, not much to say. I guess this is my favorite because I don't have a choice. As for this outfit, it's definitely got more of a pilgrim kind of theme. I don't know. It's fine. I think it works for the pilgrim theme, but it's not a theme I was looking for. I know this was for Thanksgiving, so it makes sense that it came out, but I don't really care for this outfit, to be honest. Now we move on to Karin, and we're going to start with Tentation Bleu, I think is how you say it. And honestly, a nice dress. Definitely has a little bit more of the spunk that I feel that Karin has. It kind of makes me feel like she's kind of in control with that kind of outfit, especially because she got handcuffs there as well, so if you're into that kind of stuff. But honestly, the look looks very nice. Then we also have Celebrity in Blue for Karin, and honestly this works very well for her. Of course, her color is a darker blue, which matches very well with her eyes, but her dress is just very elegant. I really like the white kind of sparkles, kind of like a stellar kind of constellation kind of thing going on here, as well as the really nice big blue flower that she has on her head. Overall, really elegant, really beautiful. And of course, we also have to mention Holy Violet, although this is not blue like the other ones. This looks very good on Karin, with, obviously being a violet color, but this is a very elegant dress as well. Not as very decorative as some of the other ones, but Karin pulls it off very well here. So we have 3 great outfits for Karin, which all are definitely wonderful. If you like one over the other, I don't really have a whole lot of qualms on this, but the one that I personally like the most is Celebrity in Blue. Yes, part of it is probably because the blue theming. I like blue, and I think it matches Karin a little better. Her eyes are blue, and I just feel they complement each other very well. But just the details on the dress looks very nice. I just really like the blue sparkles. Overall, it's just my favorite Karin dress, and I just love this one a lot. Now we move on to Rina with Emotive Signals. This one being, I would say, the ultra that really resembles Rina the best. I feel this is very much like a Rina card, but to its detriment, I feel like it's not as flashy or really eye-catching as a lot of other ultras are, so it's kind of not the most interesting. Then we have Checkmate, which of course is being chess inspired. You can see the outfits with all the diamonds that you can see on the dress itself, and overall it looks a little fancy, and I think it looks good on Rina. And of course, this is the most recent outfit that I'm going to look at, is Kitty Rina. This one obviously being a very cute dress with cat-like elements with the ears and of course the tail. And the last outfit for Rina is the Luminous Night one, this one being a little shinier and more sparkly than the other outfits. As you can see with the dress, it's really bright and vibrant. So those are my top 4 favorite outfits for Rina, but out of all of these, which one did I decide to be my favorite? Honestly, they're actually all really close, but I maybe decided Kitty Rina, I guess. I really wanted to say Emotive Signals because I feel like that outfit is very, very fitting for Rina. But I don't know, it feels like there's a little bit more to be desired from that because it's not the most interesting design-wise. I gotta say Kitty Rina is overall pretty cute, but I just feel like the mask is really out of place here. So, I mean, yeah, that's something you can just turn off. I didn't actually bother turning it off when I recorded this. But I think overall this dress itself is probably the best. Just a slight edge. So I'm not really sure. I don't know. Checkmate's also one I considered a lot, but overall I wasn't really sure on which was my favorite. I decided to go with Kitty Rina because there's a cat there, I guess. Why not? Sure. But maybe it might be better if you were to turn off Rina-chan board. For Kasumi, I decided to put in Kasumin Utopia. This one obviously kind of having the elements of Kasumi, how she's like, oh, I'm the queen and stuff. So you can see elements of that. It's a nice, elegant kind of dress, maybe a little bit more decorative than the others. But it also got that kind of Kasumi spunk that I think that really helps me like this outfit more. And of course I included the Princess of the Night Sky outfit. I included it for all of them because I just like the set in general. I think Cosme looks good in it, even though I don't know if this is exactly the most fitting for her. So these were my top 2 picks. Yes, there were other Cosme outfits that I do enjoy. So you don't worry, I don't hate the other ones. But out of these 2, I decided to give a slight edge to Princess of the Night Sky. I don't know, I find these kind of similar in how much I like it. Yes, they have different purposes. But in the end, I decided to give a little bit of edge to the Princess of the Night Sky. I'm not really a huge fan of the other one's drill hair. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it, honestly. But overall, they're pretty close. So if you prefer one or the other, I won't argue against it. Now we move on to Setsuna. And for Setsuna, the first one I included was Snow Crystal, which honestly, great set overall. This one, of course, I just think looks good on Setsuna. I figured it looks good on any girl. But yeah, this is just a great, wonderful set. It's got kind of that Christmassy feel or wintry feel that I think just looks cool overall. There's also the Jet Black Magician, which definitely feels more like a Yohane themed outfit, but I gotta say, Setsuna pulls it off pretty well. It's a bit darker in the overall themes and color, which I think is a bit too much for me, but I still gotta say, it looks pretty good. And of course, we had the first festival card for Setsuna. Of course, I had to include that Scarlet Courage, which this one has been one of my favorites for a long time. I just feel this is very Setsuna-like. This outfit just shouts Setsuna, and she just looks overall great in it. And last but not least, we have Titania of the Summer Breezes, which kind of gives you a little kind of fairy feel for Setsuna. With it's got its nice wings and overall green color scheme, and you know what? I like this one too. I think this looks really nice on her as well. So we have 4 wonderful outfits for Setsuna, but which one is my favorite? Honestly, I like all of these a lot, but if I had to pick, I probably would go with Scarlet Courage. This is kind of where I had like almost a tiebreaker, where I decided, since I like them all almost equally-ish, I went with the one I feel that represents Setsuna the best. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, this one I just feel like this really truly represents Setsuna very well. It's got kind of that energy and that kind of aura of Setsuna we know, which is filled with energy and thinking about songs and Chase. This outfit I feel kind of would work for Chase. Of course, I really do like the other outfits, and I probably would pick Tanya for the second because I think that looks really gorgeous on her as well. But they're all good. I really love Snow Crystal, and I used that for a really long time. And once I want to use a Jet Black Magician, I think that's going to work great for songs like Maze Town. So all of them have great purpose, but I'm going to give a slight edge to Scarlet because I think it just works so well for her. Now we go to Ayumu, and this one I just think is honestly really fun. This one, of course, being Sweet's Deco, and I guess you could say this outfit is sweet. But the thing I really like is that they have a lot of food on here, especially the strawberry theme. I just find it fun, honestly. I like it. It's different, and I like using this once in a while. I also have Soulmate, which I think this is kind of a classic example of the art makes it look amazing. The outfit is good, but nowhere near as amazing as I thought it would be when I looked at this outfit, but it still is a nice outfit overall, and I really like the hair accessory that she wears. And now we have Mystic Fairy, which this kind of has a fairy butterfly kind of feel to it. There is a pink blue gradient on the dress, which I think looks really nice, and the wings itself looks also great as well, as that also has a gradient. So just a nice fairy outfit for Ayumu here. And I also decided to include Light of Blessings for Ayumu. And overall, there are a lot of elements that I definitely do like, and especially with the gold and white coloring. I like the beret that she wears and the hair, especially with the kind of white highlights at the end of the tips of her hair. I think that looks really nice. Probably my one complaint is the color theming. Kind of, I'm not the hugest fan of that, whatever light turquoise color it is. So those are my top 4 picks for Ayumu. Of course, there were some that I didn't include because she has a lot of great outfits. But my favorite out of them, I gotta say, I gotta give it to Mystic Fairy. I feel this one is just really nice. Part of me really wanted to pick the Sweet Deco, which, I mean, I just find it nice because it has the macaroons and strawberries. I just think that's a really cute and sweet outfit just in general. Like, how many outfits has strawberries on it? And, you know, I thought that was really fun. But this one, I just think, in general, just looks nicer. I like the gradients and the wings on her. And I just feel like this works in so many places for Ayumu, so I decided to give this one the edge. Now we move on to Emma, and of course I had to include a relaxing Lullaby. This one being one of the most elegant outfits that Emma has. It's got a lot of that gold coloring around her, and it just looks very natural for her. And there's also the Bright and Cheery New Year from the recent event. This one just being a kind of a classic kind of kimono Japanese traditional dress. And I think Emma looks good in it. And of course, I really want to include this one, the Innocent Little Red Riding Hood. I just think the theme of Emma being the Little Red Riding Hood just fits so well. I just think this is a great outfit in general. So those were my top 3 choices for Emma outfits for Ultra Rares. Which one's my favorite? Well, I really did want to give it to a relaxing Lullaby, but in the end, I just felt like I had to give it to Innocent Little Red Riding Hood. Because I just think that this was such an interesting and just a great theming for Emma. It just seems to work so well that I don't know, I can't help it but just to really enjoy seeing her in that outfit. So yeah, that's kind of my reasoning. I still do like the relaxing Lullaby, and I kind of wanted to give it to her because I think the outfit overall is nicer, but I think the theming just fits so well. I don't know, that's just my thought. I don't know if you guys agree with that. Let me know if you agree with that or not. For Shizuku, we're going to start off with Miracle Voyage. This one, her being kind of a captain or sailor on the ocean. And I feel that theme works pretty well for her. And she is guiding a ship. And of course, we know Shizuku is often associated with water. And the blue color scheme really does well for her. There is the Harvest Moon Rabbit, which is an interesting event, where they have a really nice kind of traditional kind of dress. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of the bunny ears, but I think the outfit itself looks really nice, and it works well with Shizuku. There is also the Sweet Chocolate set, which I think Shizuku looks really great in. Although it's kind of a pink color, which I guess makes kind of more sense for Sweet Chocolate, maybe think about strawberry. And I think Shizuku looks good in it. I just feel like, you know, pink is not Shizuku's color, so it does feel a little odd, but honestly, I think the outfit looks pretty nice on her regardless. And of course, there is the Cherry Blossom Fairy. I could not include this because it's the Cherry Blossom Fairy set, and it just looks good. I don't know about the double hair buns she has. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that for Shizuku, but the outfit itself, it of course looks great. So I have 4 outfits that I picked for Shizuku, but I can only pick one to be my favorite. So which one is it? It's gotta be Miracle Voyage. This is definitely kind of an older card, but I just feel like this one works very well for her. The theming, the color, all I just feel looks really nice. I just like the outfit in general. I did kind of want to give it to Sweet Chocolate, but I feel this fits her better. And Cherry Blossom is also another great outfit, but I think the Miracle Voyage just has a slight edge in my heart. Now we move on to Shiriko, and we'll start with her first one being Jade Colored Reverberations. This one is definitely a lot more darker color. We got a lot of black, and of course her color thing being jade. This one's very gothy. I'm not the hugest fan, but honestly, it's not too shabby, honestly. We also have a Pure and Lovely Moment. I don't know how I feel about this one. I think the dress looks alright, but I just feel like this does not feel the theming of Shiriko. Sure, she can be cute, and there's nothing wrong with cute cards, but something just feels off whenever I look at this card for Shiriko. We also have Harmonic Song. This one being a little bit more of a bright, angelical kind of theming. I just think that we got kind of like a yellow bronze color contrasting with white. I don't feel like the dress itself really has a great design or contrast. I don't know, something looks off with the outfit whenever I look at it. It's not bad, but it's definitely not great, for me at least. And then last but not least, we have Halloween dress up for Shiriko. This one kind of being the, oh, I don't know what in Japanese they kind of have these kind of creatures that they have, and for like cursed spirits or whatever. And of course, I think Shiriko looks pretty cute in this one. So we have 4 outfits, this actually being all of our outfits. So which one is my favorite for all of these? Well, I decided I'm going to go with Jade Color Reverberations. I'm not a huge fan of really any of her outfits. I think this one's fine. I'm not the biggest fan of the Jade color. And I kind of wanted to give it a Halloween dress up, but I don't know. I feel like they could be done a little bit more to spice it up. So it's kind of more of a toss-up between those two. And the other ones I just think are okay. Now we hit Imeishita with the Princess of the Palace set. This one, of course, being a little more traditional in the styles, although those sleeves are ridiculously long for whatever reason. I'm not the biggest fan of those. But overall, the dress does look pretty nice. And since I included the one before this, I figured I should include the Bright and Cheery New Year, which is kind of more of a pink purplish version of the previous one. So yeah, if you want the different colored version, you could pretty much get this set. They're kind of really similar in my mind. And then we hit Idol, which is definitely got a very interesting kind of concept here. I don't know if it really looks like a doll, maybe that's kind of the point here. But of course she is trying to dress up very fashionista-like. Probably one of my favorite elements is probably the purple highlights, because I think that kind of has a nice contrast. And of course there is Schoolgirl Heartthrob, and I don't think a lot of people would be happy if I did not include this one. I gotta say my favorite element of this is probably the jacket. I just think that looks like a nice jacket. I don't really care for devil horns or the fishnet though. So those are 4 outfits that I picked for Imeishita, and which one is my favorite? I'm gonna go with Schoolgirl Heartthrob. There's no outfit that she has that makes me go really crazy, but I like the jacket in this one, honestly. Again, not the hugest fan of that kind of fishnet kind of leggings that she has. But this one really does remind me a lot of Anne from Persona 5. But honestly, overall it's a pretty good outfit, I would say. And last but not least, we have Danju. And this one being her luxury Christmas outfit. That's literally the only ultra she has right now, so by default this is my favorite. But I like the luxury Christmas set, so it was probably going to win even if there was a few. This outfit looks really nice on Danju. I like the elements, the variations, the decorations on it. It all looks good. So yeah, it's my favorite. To no one's surprised, but I do like this outfit. But yeah, that more or less concludes my list. This one's of course a little bit longer because I have more girls to go over for Nijigaku, but that is going to include the rest of my list. Of course, if you want to watch the Nijigaku, I'll give you a link in the description below. And of course, I have the poll. This is just the same poll as before, so if you participate in it, you don't have to do it again. But in this poll, I will have you guys go ahead and vote on your favorite ultra rares for each of the girls, for all the girls in All-Stars. And I did update Rina to include the Kitty Rina. So if you want to recheck Rina, that I did add that one, but I'll not add any future ones, especially the newest one, that event that just got revealed. But go ahead and vote for your favorites, and in the end, I'll go over your guys' favorite ultra rares. Hopefully not too far in the future. and we'll see what outfits you guys like the most. But of course, let me know in the comments below what outfits you guys liked and what outfits you feel is underrated or underappreciated in this game. I went over my opinions. I don't know if that's necessarily shared amongst you guys, but I did want to highlight some great outfits that this game has because there's so many. Of course, thank you to all for watching, and of course, big shout out to YouTube members like CoolMax for supporting this channel. Thank you so much. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below, and hope to catch you guys in another video soon.